A little bit of an inspirational video. Thrive during challenging times. What does it mean? Like what's the most important things to take away from this topic? First thing, when there's a challenge that comes, don't try to think your mind's going to tell you, man, I'm bigger than this. I'm better than this. This doesn't bother me. I'm not going to be challenged. We can't choose what we're challenged about. See, before we come here to this planet, we choose on some higher level that we can't remember now because it would mess the whole game up and everything would be easy. We would just see everything coming. Oh yeah, I chose this challenge. Okay, yeah, right. This is going to happen. No, we don't remember anything. This is the Matrix game. So we pick these things before we come, because when we get challenged, this builds character. This expands our consciousness. And these are the main things that are important, because those are eternal principles that we take with us. We never lose that. You could be a trillionaire. You're not taking that with you when you leave this body. You're taking with you the character you built, the consciousness that you have. Well, what's the best thing to build that? Challenges. This is why we have them. So when you have a challenge, you don't think you're better than that or you're bigger than that. You feel how you feel. You get challenged. Somebody who was close to you died. You lost a job that was really important to you. A girl that you liked. Oh man, she don't like you anymore. Or worse, you caught her in bed with your friend. What are you gonna do? That is meant, those situations, they bring up deep insecurities, ego, pride, all that. That's the stuff that blocks, you can say, self-realization, true self-knowledge, realization of who and what we are. It blocks feelings of serenity and happiness, those subtle feelings and tendencies and ego that we have hiding inside us. So these challenges, they'll bring that up to the surface. Now, a lot of people, they get challenged, they'll just go get high, they'll go get drunk, they'll go have sex, try to sexualize it away. And then what? You miss your lessons because you've just stuffed it down more. Now you got to wait for life to prescribe it again. That's cool. Like, we got to do that for a while too, until we get it. That's why like, I got my heart broke when I was like 22 by my first, like, real, you can say, karmic soulmate girl. We were best friends and we had sex, and she's my girlfriend. We laughed and cried and we were just super comfortable. And then it ended and I felt bad for like a year. But see, I didn't go, I'd already stopped using getting high and all that, so I didn't have anything to lean on. I just felt that stuff. And guess what? I got the lessons. It brought me, I got in touch with like man, I got my heart broke. I felt what that felt like. I didn't eat it away or smoke it away. I just felt it. It makes your heart strong. So then guess what? Life prescribed it again. Happened again. Happened a couple times. But it was never like that. See, I'd already built that muscle. I'd already went through that training. And so now, like, I'm not worried at all. If I met another girl that just blew me away and then somehow it ended or she died or something, I can handle it because I've handled it. I know what it's like to feel what you feel. Don't try to run away from it and let evolution and time do its thing. Let the alchemic process happen, because that's what's happening. It's alchemy. You get challenged, and then that's the real spiritual vitamins. That's where your real inner strength comes from, is that. Nothing's going to give you that besides that, not on that deep level. You can go to the gym, you can take positive thinking classes and all whatever people do. That's not going to give you what I'm talking about. So that's why I made that video. Blessed, who the people who are having a hard time are blessed or something. Use those times, be smart. Use those times for your higher advantage. Know that already. Like, I'm telling you this already, so when a challenging time happens, you know, you're like, oh, this is game day. all right, I'm going to get through this. And then you'll get through it, and you'll see like there's an inner strength now that you didn't have before. You can have all the physical strength. It's just boring after a certain point. How many bodybuilders are just weak inside? If you walk by, they can be buff as hell, and you walk by and be like, man, you look weak. They're ready to fight, some of them. And even if they act like they're not, something inside got like insecure or inferior, because they have that already. Why would they spend 6 hours in the gym every day and eating so much that they're just destroying their kidneys? Why? Because they're not secure inside, so they need to go try to get it externally. Look at Gandhi. What, he's 100 pounds? The guy was powerful. Nobody messed with Gandhi. If you wanted to fight Gandhi, you'd be like, okay, man, if you really got to do this, go ahead. Swing away. And he said it with such conviction and power that they literally drove out England, right? Like they come to invade India. They didn't even have a war because Gandhi and his people didn't even fight. And so they had to leave. Now, I'm not telling everybody to be Gandhi. Sometimes you got to throw down. I'd throw down if I have to throw down. But what I'm saying is, what am I saying? It doesn't matter about external aesthetics. At the same time, continue to go to the gym, especially you're younger and you started semen retention and you're trying to get your streak going. You got to burn that energy somehow. Yeah, do that. But don't misunderstand what your real strength and power is. It's inner strength and inner power. And you don't have to do anything to get that. The universe is going to send that to you. Your job's to be smart when it happens and when it comes, to look and see, oh, this is an opportunity or a test to build this inner strength that he's talking about. Don't curse life or God for something happening. Some of us have more stronger challenges than others, for sure. People with chronic pain or chronic illness, or people in situations where you're in a war zone and your family's dying in front of you, etc. That's heavy stuff. But there's a blessing in all that. But do we have the eyes to see it? You see? We're in a game here. This human body is a virtual reality suit that we're wearing. It's like a very intimate pair of clothes that we're wearing. This is easy. I can take this shirt off. This body you can't just throw off. It gets thrown off after we've lived out our destiny, and then you'll see all this, what I'm saying. But you should see it now. If you see it now, it's like, ooh, I can use this now. That's wisdom. When you see this stuff now, what difference does it make when you see it when you leave the body? It's too late. You need to see this now. And then you can use life for really what it's made to be used for. And when you feel a challenge, like I said, don't run away from it, physically or mentally or emotionally. You feel what you feel. And those that are doing semen retention, you're going to feel more. Why do people do PMO? To escape what they're feeling. When's your tendency to edge or do PMO? When life prescribes a certain challenging situation. Then we want to escape. This is a good escape. I'm going to look at the internet. I'm gonna get a dopamine hit somewhere. Dopamine's a drug that helps us escape from our feelings. I made a playlist on edging because some of you are still asking what edging is. Just look at the playlist and I explain it. There's different levels and degrees of edging, but it's all a way to escape the moment that life prescribed to us. In those moments that are more trying, we want to escape those. We like the feel-good moments. A bunch of girls are looking at us, don't want to escape that moment. But if something goes down and we feel challenged inside, we want to escape that. And I'm saying that's what really builds strength. Girls looking at you aren't going to build strength. In fact, it makes you weaker. It just strokes the ego. And then we get into an obsessive pattern and habit that we want more of that attention. So then we start looking for it. Then we're like needy. Please give me attention. I'll smile. I'll smile if you smile at me. You see, so these nice little egoic euphoria type feelings, they don't really help us. I mean, we'll take them, sure. Enjoy those are prescribed also. It's balance. You can't just have hell 24 hours a day, so God mixes it up. He has some good feelings, and then you have some trying situations, challenging situations. So I'm saying enjoy the good feelings and use these challenging situations to transform yourself, because then that's going to increase the good feelings. Because these subtle patterns and tendencies and repressive energies that are hiding in us, we can't get to. You can't just sit here and I'm going to meditate all that out. You can't. It's too deep. So God sends trying situations and circumstances. Then that activates this stuff, and then we have the opportunity to look at it, feel it, and then let it pass when it passes. All right, that's the message, and that's why these challenges are. You can say that's the real definition of thriving. Doesn't mean you're enjoying it. Oh, I lost my home and all my money. Yeah, I'm thriving. That's not what it means. You're thriving in character, in understanding. This is the real thriving. Let me know how this video went for you, and maybe I'll make more inspirational videos. All right.